Good morning everyone. I hope you all are fit and healthy. So dear students, today we will study the another kingdom, that is kingdom fungi. The kingdom fungi, it is kingdom of multicellular decomposers. So this fungi kingdom, it consists of large group of organisms with approximately over 1 lakh known species. Now these fungi, they are eukaryotic in nature and their cell wall, it is made up of chitin. If you remember, in bacteria, that is under kingdom Monera, the cell wall, it was made up of peptidoglycan, but here in kingdom fungi it is made up of chitin, a carbohydrate, and they are multicellular or they may be unicellular. Multicellular fungi, they are referred to as mold, and unicellular, they are referred to as yeast. These organisms, they are heterotrophic in nature and they show saprophytic mode of nutrition, means they will be depending on dead and decaying matter for their food, or they may be parasitic in nature, means they will be feeding on living organisms by living inside or on the surface of their body, as well as they may be growing on cow dung, and for that we are using the term caprophilus. So here the body of the fungus, it is made up of thread-like structure that is known as hyphae, and a network of hyphae, a mass of tangled hyphae, it is referred to as mycelium. So let us see here. So just focus on aseptate hyphae, means the fungus body which is made up of hyphae. It may be of two types, aseptate hyphae or septate hyphae. In aseptate hyphae, as you can see here in the picture, the hyphae, it is continuous, there is no wall laid between, and the cytoplasm, it is continuous throughout the hyphae. Therefore there are large number of nucleus present, and such multinucleate hyphae, it is referred to as syncytic hyphae. And but in septate hyphae, the septa, they are laid down after nuclear division, means after nucleus there will be septa, there will be wall, and such hyphae is referred to as asyncytic hyphae. So this fungus, they reproduce both by sexual and asexual means, and asexual means they are reproducing by production of sporangiospores, and these sporangiospores, they are produced inside sac-like structure that is known as sporangia. So let us see here first of all about the classification of fungus. It is divided into four classes. First one is Phycomycetes, then after that next one is Ascomycetes, then the third class, it is Basidiomycetes, and the last one is Deuteromycetes. So now let us study about the Phycomycetes. So Phycomycetes, it is again divided into two further groups. They are named as Oomycetes and Zygomycetes. Now let us first of all know about the Oomycetes. In Oomycetes, the mycelium, it is syncytic, that is aseptate and multinucleate, and you will see that asexual reproduction, it involves the formation of sporangia. So first of all, just focus on the hyphae. The hyphae, you can see there are large number of nucleus present, and these nucleus, they are in haploid state, means their body is haploid, and such a multinucleate condition, it is referred to as syncytic condition, and there is no septa, no wall in the hyphae, so it is known as aseptate hyphae. They are reproducing by formation of spores through asexual means. So now what happens here is that one of the hyphae, it has developed a sac-like structure that is known as sporangium, and inside the sporangium there you can see the spores. What are spores? They are basically the nucleus and the cytoplasm. So these spores, they may be of two types, that is motile spore or non-motile spore. So dear students, you need to know the name, that which one is a motile spore, it is zoospore, and which one is a non-motile spore, that it is aplanospore. And this is by asexual means the fungi, that is it is reproducing. Next, if we see the sexual reproduction, it take place by gametangial contact. So gametangial contact means it is a contact between two types of sex organs, that is one is male sex organ that is referred to as antheridium, and the other one is female sex organ that is referred to as oogonium. So male gametes, they are, that is nucleus which is here referred to as male gamete, it is transferred to the oogonium through fertilization tube. So this is known as gametangial contact, and which is the sexual means of reproduction in this fungi, that is oogamous fungi. So the two examples you should also learn in the oogamous fungi, that is Phytophthora and Albugo. So dear students, there are large number of diseases caused by Phytophthora, such as late blight of potato. It is caused by Phytophthora infestans. So this is a very harmful fungus, as it is infecting the fungus, as it is infecting the plants, that is potato. Similarly, if we consider the albugo is also a very dangerous fungi, since it causes a disease that is referred to as white rust. Now my dear student, let us learn about the another group under Phycomycetes, that is Zygomycetes. So the common bread mold, that is Rhizopus, Mucor, they are under Zygomycetes, and they are very fast growing fungus, and their hyphae, it is aseptate or maybe septate, and they are reproducing by sexual and asexual means. So let us see here first of all the method of reproduction in Zygomycetes. So my dear student, the another group, that is Zygomycetes, it is named so because here there is a diploid resting zygospore which is formed during their life cycle. So we will see when we will be studying the sexual reproduction that there is a diploid resting zygospore, it is formed. So this sexual reproduction in this fungi we will be studying in steps one by one. So let us see the first step, that is, so my dear students, in the sexual reproduction of Zygomycetes, the first step is that the two hyphae, they will come closer to one another, and you should always remember that this body is again haploid. Now this means the nucleus is haploid in nature. In the second step, you are observing that septa is laid, and these two hyphae, they have the gametangia now, in which the nucleus, they are behaving like a gametes. Then my dear students, in the third step, you are observing that there is a plasmogamy. Plasmogamy means fusion of cytoplasm of two different hyphae. So there is a fusion of cytoplasm only, that is referred to as plasmogamy. Then let us see the fourth step. In the fourth step, you are observing karyogamy. Karyogamy means fusion of two haploid nuclei which has come together in plasmogamy. Thus now a diploid nucleus is observed. Karyogamy means, repeat, it is fusion of the haploid nucleus. Two haploid nucleus, when they fuse, it will result in the formation of the diploid nucleus, and this is known as karyogamy. Now after this, let us see the fifth step. In the fifth step, you will see that this diploid nucleus, it has formed a thick wall around it, and this diploid nucleus along with the thick wall, it is referred to as now the zygospore. So after that zygospore formation, the zygospore, it detaches itself, it gets separated from the parent hyphae. Now this zygospore, this will form a vertical outgrowth that will be referred to as germ sporangiophore, and this germ sporangiophore, here at the tip there is a germ sporangium, And this zygospore also, you need to know that it has undergone meiosis, that is the zygospore which was diploid in nature. Now after meiosis it has again formed the haploid spores, that are known as germ spores. And these germ spores, as you can see, they are formed inside the germ sporangium, and afterwards these germ spores, they will be liberated, and ultimately they will again give rise to the haploid hyphae, haploid body. So this is about the sexual reproduction in zygospores. The two common examples under zygospores, you should know that rhizopus and mucor, which are the common bread mold. So this is all for today. Take care everyone.